Here with your pick 6. Is this my karmic relationship? Is this my soulmate? Is this my twin flame? First, I do want to start off by people can be happy in a relationship without this person, a person being your twin flame or your soulmate or, whatever. You can be happy. There are plenty of people who don't necessarily know someone from the past or think that it's a deeper connection from a past lifetime, and they're still happy. But if you're someone who is very spiritually aware and you feel that this person that you met or that you're in a relationship with, you want to know, this is a general reading for you. So zoom in on which card, which set, which stone is drawing you in, or just watch the whole video and see which is resonating with you. All right, I'm gonna move these away. That way I can give my full attention to the set that I'm doing at the time. All right, so I am using a new deck, okay? So the first couple of cards might not look like a traditional tarot deck, but I'm going to do my best to just message what's the theme and the pattern in the cards. I'm not going to spend as much time as usual explaining each card in detail and focusing mainly on the patterns that emerge from these, okay? The first one, okay. We have the 7 of air, the 1 of earth, 7 of water, 7 of fire, the 3 of earth, and the 5 of wands. Okay, first thing I'm noticing here is all of these 7s. Let me put them together. All right, so 7 is a very spiritual number. All right, so already I'm leaning towards this being a twin flame connection, okay? We have the 7 of fire. Let me start actually with this one. We have the 7 of air, which is showing the yin and the yang, the duality of two people, okay? Twin flame doesn't mean they're exactly like you, but there's definitely going to be similarities, and you're going to marry each other. Your life experiences might marry each other. Your life goals. It might happen at different times in your life, but there's going to be so many similarities and just, things that don't seem like they're a coincidence. 7 of air is also showing like your communication is very strong. There might be even like a psychic link to you two. The 7 of water is showing this need for justice. So that's why I'm leaning towards this being a twin flame, because you've been here before. You've been together before maybe, and there's definitely a soul connection there. That's really, really intense. All right. Remember, mirroring each other is the twin flame connection. It's the deepest one that you can have if you believe in twin flames. All right. 7 of fire. Here's what I noticed though with this. Fire is usually red. This is not what you're showing. One of you might be holding back. One of you is not really lighting the fire, so to speak, right now. You might be afraid of the intense feelings that you feel. All right, and then we have the 1 of earth in this particular deck, dealing with the human body and just like the physical senses. So this is indicating that there's also definitely you guys are really attracted to each other. Okay, that's also it's not just a spiritual connection. You generally enjoy each other's company as well. And then we have the 3 of earth. However, there's still some work to be done. There's still some work to be put in. There's still some growth that needs to occur within this union that you have. And we have the 5 of wands. The 5 of wands is telling me though that the energy right now, there's something conflicting you too. And it's almost like there could be other people involved in your relationship. And I don't mean it has to be a third party, but it could simply mean like other people have their input in your relationship. There are other people maybe against your relationship or something. They don't want it to happen for some reason. All right. So it's a general reading. If it resonates with you and you want to know more, contact me for a reading or order one. If it does not resonate with you, just keep watching, so maybe one of these other ones will. All right, so this is the next one I'm going to dive into. So again, that one was a twin flame connection. Okay, we have Maiden of Earth, Llamas, 2 of Water, Book of Shadows, the Summerlands, and the 3 of Wands. So I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I am not seeing this being a twin flame connection, or it could work, but I think it's more of a karmic situation. The Maiden of Earth, someone is trying to make this work. They're trying to plant some seeds. It might be one person's more into the relationship or more into the other person than the other person. It could be. And then I'm seeing this Llamas card though, but you keep joining back together. There's definitely overindulgence of each other. That might be why you think this could be a deeper connection, because you keep coming back together. Maybe you keep breaking up and getting back together, and you're wondering like, oh, it's happening for a reason. But I think the 2 of water is showing there is a mutual interest. This is not like this person, like this, you or this other person is chasing the other, but there's kind of like one person might be more invested than the other. The Book of Shadows is similar to the Hierophant in the regular tarot deck. So Book of Shadows is seeking wisdom, seeking wisdom, seeking counsel from other people or someone that's more wise than you. I think in this situation it could be you're drawn to each other because one of you helps the other in some way. One of you might be older or wiser or just have more life experience than the other person, which could be why you're drawn to them. And the Summerlands though shows the Fool. This is not a really strong developed relationship. I think it's very based on like this rush that you get when you're with each other, or this like, you're used to each other, okay? And rounding it off, we have the Three of Wands. This can work. Any union can work for the most part, but the Three of Wands shows there needs to be effort. Both of you have to have the same effort, and the Three of Wands deals with action. It deals with things, people coming together for a common interest to get things done. Okay, so that's what's rounding this reading off. Three of Wands, again, this one is more of a karmic relationship. Maybe you're meant to meet this person. Maybe they're meant to teach you a lesson about love or relationships or even yourself, but it's not a twin flame. Okay. All right, let me do this one next. Okay. All right, the Path. Mother of Water. Three of Air. Six of Fire. Four of Earth. And the Temperance card. Okay, so this one, the Path is similar to the Hermit. So somebody's going on a path on their own. Someone is going through something right now where they kind of don't want to take anyone else along for the ride. Someone might be going through a tough time or spiritual development or reawakening where they kind of need to figure things out. But the Mother of Water shows somebody's trying to hold on and nurture the situation. One of you is trying to. You want it to work and you want to develop it and make it grow and make it be something that can, materialize into an actual relationship or, romance. The Three of Air, though, shows somebody's in deep thought. Probably you. If you look at the picture, like she's in deep thought, she's thinking, but she looks very sad. It's a very sorrowful card, though. This is not a situation that's really making either person really happy. I'm not getting a lot of happy cards with this situation. The Six of Fire, in this particular deck, this card represents Saturn. Saturn is a very serious, disciplined planet. Saturn also takes a while to get things done. Saturn teaches lessons. This could be somebody that you're with in order to learn something, and it might at the time seem like a harsh lesson, but it might be, useful for your personal development. Sometimes we meet people and we don't understand till later why, we met them and what lesson they taught us that we're better prepared for our future. The Four of Earth, somebody's holding back. Resources are being hoarded, things are being, possessed or kept to one another. So again, this is kind of mirroring this idea that I think this is more of a karmic situation, this karmic relationship. Maybe you're meant to meet each other, go through a cycle, but I'm not getting twin flame or soulmate. And Temperance card means patience. You might have to wait a little bit to get actually what you want, either from this person or from the romance that you want. This set right here is leaning more towards this is not a really, really intense relationship that's going to last forever. Or if it is something that you're going to pursue, it's not a twin flame or soulmate connection. All right, and I'm going to do the last one. Okay, we have Fire, 5 of Air, 10 of Earth, 1 of Air, 2 of Air, 3 of Water, 1 of Swords. Okay, so 3 air. Air has to do with communication, the mind. There's a connection. I think this is more so a soulmate. And I'll put a description about what the difference is between a soulmate and a twin flame. And I think I explained this in one of my other videos. There's nothing wrong with having a soulmate, over a twin flame. Some people might prefer a soulmate because the twin flame can be a very painful situation for some people because, it's a very intense situation where it's very hard to let this person go. It can be, it can be a very rewarding situation for some people, but for some people they find it very emotionally devastating if it doesn't work out perfectly or the person keeps leaving or, it's hard for them to, be together. So, just think about that. You don't have to chase a twin flame, chase a soulmate, chase anybody, actually. Okay. All right, 5 of Air. Look at the palm. What you have is already in front of you. What you want is already in front of you. You have to actually recognize it, okay? Actually recognize who and what is already in front of you. Don't be, you don't need to really search out for something else. You have the 10 of Earth. This card in this deck, in this particular type of tarot deck, is showing this idea of there's a time and a place for everything. The earth has a cycle, seasons happen, things change, things, advance, things progress, things move forward. All right, so this Earth card is showing that there's definitely like almost like maybe a fate type of time, you know, situation happening where like you're kind of at a point now where you've met someone and you might be in a relationship and you're starting to feel that things are happening at the right time. You have the One of Air, which shows, if you look at the picture, she is hovering over him. He's sleeping. Okay. And if you look at that, so if you think about that, that's a mental connection, though. You know, dreams. You might be dreaming about this person. There might be a definite connection there. We have the Two of Air, though. The Two of Air advances up a little bit. We see the pendulum, which is showing this idea of direction. Okay, pendulum points you in the right direction. This is definitely showing me there's definitely a connection with you and this person that's deeper, on a deeper level than a karmic relationship. Soulmate, most likely. All right, this Three of Water. Celebration. There's a lot going on around you. You know, you might have mutual friends, you might have mutual acquaintance, something that you both share. Water has to do with your emotions. It's something that you share together. You might already have, you know, mutual friends or have a family or something like that. You just be asking, like, you know, is this really the person for me? And the reason why I say it's most likely not a twin flame, though, is because the cards I'm getting definitely show a connection, but it's not anything that's showing like a mirroring situation. Okay, because we rounded off with the One of Swords. The One of Swords is initiation. The One of Swords is like the Ace of Swords, which deals with your mind overcoming, you know, how you actually think about something. You're not really ready you're not really showing a lot of growth or depth right now. Okay, there's definitely a connection there, but there's still something that you two might have to overcome, because the Ace of Swords is basically like you having a mental breakthrough where you're like, yes, this is what I want to do, this is who I want to be with, this is actually the relationship for me, or now I understand what our union actually is about. Okay, all right, so again, this was a general reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you need a more specific reading, my information is in the description box. If you like the video, hit the like button. Also, be sure to subscribe if you're not